All right, welcome back to Pueblo, Colorado for the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament in its 22nd year. Tonight's matchup is between hometown Pueblo Bandits against Crazy Horse out of South Dakota. Batting first for Crazy Horse, Caleb Bravo. Got Julio Moreno pitching for the Bandits. His catcher is Alex Del Valle. Richard Crabtree behind the plate umpiring, and Ginger Rendon on the bases. Swing and a miss. Giant swing. Looked like a knuckleball by Moreno. 3 balls, 1 strike on Caleb Bravo. Swing and a miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Caleb Bravo. Called strike 3 for out number 1. Got number 2, Stanley Walking up to bat. As you see the softball tracker hitting that inside half of the plate. Ball outside. As Alex Del Valle, the catcher, checks with the ump, Richard Crabtree. 70-mile-an-hour strike by Julio Moreno. Called strike 2. Ball a little low. Evens the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll score update, and then the NHL. Avs versus the Knights. Avalanche up 1-0 after the first period. Go Avs. Stanley checks his swing. Umpire Rendon says no, he did not go. Got a full count with 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Pueblo Bandits gets Crazy Horse. Called strike 3. Hits that outside corner. Strikes out Stanley Walking. He's up number 13. DJ Cotier. Moreno with the pitch. Swing by DJ for strike 1. This is that outside corner for ball one. Just see the lights on here at Joe Santos Field. Our third game of the day. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes on DJ Cotier. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That lands foul. Sorry, that's fair. Fielded by the first baseman for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors here at the top of the first inning. We'll take a short break here and come back to you for the bottom half of that first inning at Joe Santos Field.
You're a true friend. You make everybody feel important. You show up through thick and thin. I'm Jay Rickstrew with Alpine Bank. At Alpine Bank, when you walk into a branch, you'll be greeted with friendly hello and with a warm smile. Because the best way to build trust is by caring. We care about our customers, our employees, and our communities.
Welcome back to Pueblo, Colorado at the 22nd Annual Joe Santos Memorial Fastball Tournament. Coming up for the Pueblo Bandits, leadoff hitter Roberto Sierra. Doing your pitching for Crazy Horse is Stanley Walking. Catching for Crazy Horse is Louis Wilson. All right, Roberto Sierra digs in. First batter, bottom half of the first inning.
Catch, please.
As Luciano, our cameraman with all the angles, he's got a camera on the inside part of the fence, and these rise ball misses are stressing him out. Got to save that camera. As Roberto takes a cut at that second pitch, even out the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stanley Walking is a big man. I would guess about 6'3", maybe even taller. Two balls, 1 strike on Roberto Sierra. Ball comes in high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Sierra takes that for ball 4, walk. Brings up number 7, Pablo Figueroa. Ball comes in low. Sierra stays at first. As Wilson, the catcher, keeps the ball in front of him. Walking, getting a little frustrated on the mound, can't find the zone. Called strike, catches that outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike on Pablo Figueroa. Inside pitch, almost catching Pablo. 3 balls, 1 strike on the number 2 hole hitter, Pablo Figueroa. Pablo draws a walk. Moving Sierra over to second. Now have the 3 hole hitter, shortstop, Nestor Nova. There are 3 pairs of Michael Jordan, Air Jordan 1 cleats out here so far that I've seen. Nestor sporting the gold and black. In case you couldn't tell, I'm a big Jordan fan. Nestor lays off that pitch, comes in high. Runners on first and second, no outs here in the bottom of the first inning, the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Ball comes in a bit outside. 2 balls, 1 strike for Nestor Nova. Ball comes in high. 3 balls, 1 strike as Stanley walking on the mound, struggling to find the zone. His first 3 batters. And that's a 3rd walk in a row for Stanley walking, loading up the bases for the cleanup hitter, Alex Del Valle. So Del Valle steps up to the plate. There's no room for him. Takes a big hack at that one for strike 1. Ground ball to shortstop, gets by him. That brings in 2 runs as Nova heads to third. And he's there safely. So Del Valle with a double. bringing in 2 runs. And Nova stops at third. That ball should have been fielded. Yoel DeMata is a batter. And it comes in high. DeMata takes a swing at that. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here in the bottom of the first inning, as the Bandits get their first 4 batters on base. And have picked up 2 runs. Ooh, changeup as Yoel kind of laughs that one off. That was a good pitch. Haven't seen that yet. I think they took the team by surprise. Ball comes in high. Full count for Yoel DeMata. Three-two pitch. Outside. Mata draws a walk, loading up the bases for the second time in the first inning. And that brings up the first baseman, Edgar Prischker. Ball high. Edgar lays off of that one for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Take a timeout as Edgar has a wardrobe malfunction. That came in inside. Stanley walking kind of loses his balance there. Got a 3-0 count here with bases loaded. Take that. Edgar threw off his elbow guard. Umpire Crabtree didn't like where he threw it, so I'm pausing the game. And there's another walk, bringing in the 3rd run in the first inning, advancing the runners. It's 5 of the first 6 batters that have drawn a walk here in the bottom of the first inning. Brings up Isaac Nanez. Ball comes in low. Gets by the catcher. Louis Wilson, the catcher, getting quite a workout in this first inning. Called strike, catches that inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike for Isaac Nanez. Isaac takes a swing at that, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball comes in inside. Alex Del Valle comes in on the pass ball for the 4th run of the game for the Bandits in this first inning. We got a full count on Isaac Nanez. Runners on second and third. Got Yoel Damata on third and Edgar Prischker on second. Here comes the full count pitch. And that's hit to right field. Bounces in front of the right fielder. Gets that ball in as Nanez brings in 2 runs on a double. Jodine Blacksmith out in right field just could not catch up to it. You got Anthony Grego, who is the designated runner. Mario Ducey, third baseman, up to bat. Mario lays off the off-speed pitch. One ball, 1 strike on number 2, Mario Ducey. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ducey. I haven't heard that whistle in a ball game in a long time. Up ball's hit to the right fielder. Jodine cannot get it. It's a home run for Mario Ducey. Jodine Blacksmith out in right field just ran out of real estate. As Mario Ducey, Pueblo, Colorado, hits the first home run of the game. I was wondering if we'd see a home run this game. The last game we had 6 total home runs. And a couple no-doubters for sure. Caleb Roberts, the batter, takes first pitch as a strike. Sorry, I had to take a drink of. Caleb Roberts, center fielder, batting ninth. Ball gets by the third baseman and shortstop. Go E5 on that one. As Caleb turns the lineup over. We're back to the Bandits' leadoff hitter. It's Roberto Sierra. Takes first pitch strike. Junebug, that's right, I remember his nickname from last year. Stanley Walking, as his teammates call him Junebug. Off-speed pitch. As Wilson digs that out of the dirt. Caleb Roberts on first base. Still have no outs in the bottom half of the first inning. Ball comes in low. Stanley Walking just struggling. He's got 6 walks. It's fouled off the right side. Six walks, 2 hits, 1 reached on an error. And 8 runs as Sierra draws a walk. Moving Caleb Roberts to second base. Pablo Figueroa, right fielder, up to bat. He drew a walk his first at bat.
Bears are kicking in over here.
All 3. As Roberts and Sierra advance. 2 balls, 1 strike on Pablo Figueroa. Ball comes in low and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pablo agrees, yes. That looked like a strike to me. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the first inning. Bandits with an 8-0 lead. And that goes over the head of Figueroa. Shortstop Nestor Nova up to bat. Nestor drew a walk his first at bat. Strike on the outside corner, and Nestor's wondering how big is his plate. The Pueblo Bandits in their 39th year. The Bandits are the longest running organization in the ISC with the same sponsor the entire time. That sponsor is Chris Santos, and that gets by the shortstop. Bringing in Caleb Roberts. So all runners advance. And that's got to be frustrating for Stanley Walking as he's getting some ground balls. Defense is just unable to make the play. That comes in high. About 13 inches off the home plate camera. That ball's roped over the shortstop, fielded by left fielder, cut off by the pitcher as Alex Del Valle follows his first inning double with another first inning single. Swing and a miss. Ball comes in a little high and outside. Crazy Horse still looking for their first out. As that ball gets by him, moving Nova and Del Valle over. Runners on second and third. Still Crazy Horse looking for their first out. That ball comes in high. Yoel Damata.
Yeah, there is.
It's a high fly ball. Caught by the center fielder. Nova tags up to bring in the 12th run of this first inning. Brings up the first baseman, Edgar Prischker. Prischker takes a big hack at that first one. Ground ball pulled down the first baseline, foul. Prischker finds himself in an 0-2 count. Prischker walked his first at-bat of this inning. No balls, 2 strikes on Prischker. He hits a fly ball. Missed by the center fielder. It's Caleb Bravo in center field. So 98. Del Valle moves over to third. It's a ground ball by Isaac Nanaz. Shortstop goes for two. Unable to get the runner at first, and that brings in Del Valle. So Isaac reaches on a fielder's choice. And we have a pinch runner. That is Anthony Griego. We see Mario Ducey for the second time. Ducey lays off that one. Ducey's first at bat was a home run to right field. Griego takes off running. Takes second base. Ball three. 3 balls, 1 strike on Mario Ducey. Looks like Mario got some brand new softball pants from Herb's Sport Shop. Mario off the fence, nearly had his second home run of the inning. But he ends up holding at 2 as he hits that ball off the Joe Santos tournament banner. It's the new pants. I'm going to tell him that after the game. It's got to be the pants, Ducey. I'm not sure you would even know what Herb's Sports Shop is. One. It's been a 40-minute inning as Caleb Roberts takes a strike. Runner left early. So Ducey gets caught. Well, 40-minute first inning. The Bandits putting up 14 runs as Stanley Walking faced 17 batters that inning. We'll be back after this break.
You're a true friend. You make everybody feel important. You show up through thick and thin. I'm Jay Rickstrew with Alpine Bank. At Alpine Bank, when you walk into a branch, you'll be greeted with friendly hello and with a warm smile. Because the best way to build trust is by caring. We care about our customers, our employees, and our communities.
back here in Pueblo, Colorado. Top of the second inning. Up to bat for Crazy Horse is Tiger Cotier. Tiger, the third baseman for Crazy Horse. I didn't see if the pitcher Julio Moreno probably had to go on the third base side of the field to re-warm up. He comes in after a 40-minute break, firing away. No balls, 2 strikes for Tiger Cotier. Swings, thrown out. Strike 3. That's 3 strikeouts out of 4 batters faced for Julio Moreno. That ball catches the outside corner for strike 1. Ball a little high for Kobe Steele. Nice cut by Kobe Steele for strike number 2. Got 1 ball, 2 strikes. Called strike 3. Not sure where that was located. Looked a little low and inside. Swing and a miss by Jodine Blacksmith. Oh, foul off the fence. Swing and a miss. As Jodine Blacksmith goes down swinging. As Julio Moreno retires all 3 batters by striking them out here at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. We'll be right back. We're back here in Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Memorial Fastball Tournament. Here in the bottom of the second inning with Caleb Roberts. Takes a swing at that, misses for strike one. Ground ball, second baseman fires it underhand for out number one. I saw him taking infield that way, but I didn't think we'd see it in the game.
He's laughing. Look. I think it caught him off guard.
Yeah. Top of the lineup here, Roberto Sierra, who has walked both of his times at the plate. Swing and a miss, fouls that off. Ball is inside on Sierra. Strike called on Sierra. It's Mike Ramirez. Oh. That ball's fouled out of play. Ball back in play. Sierra fouls that off. Keeps the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah. Yeah, that shouldn't have happened. Even if he didn't have a chance to make a play there. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Roberto Sierra. It's that ball to the shortstop. Shortstop makes the play for out number 1. Scary 2. That play.
We got it. Number 7. Is there a Rihanna or no? We won't know until we get to that point. Okay. Could be another 40 minutes.
We have a substitution, Sean Vanderval, known to his teammates and most of Pueblo as Wolfie. What's up, Bobby?
Hold on, I have a question. What's up? So I have Anthony Icabone, our extra hitter for our pitcher. Where do you want me to put my pitcher as a substitute, and where do you want my DR? Just right there. Right here?
Here.
Yeah, and then your DR.
Check out this.
So then you just put the DR like that. So you can put your pitcher. That's the pitcher. And then you can put your pitcher right here. Okay. And which guy's your DH? Anthony Icabone. Here? Okay.
2 balls, 1 strike on Sean Vanderwall.
Let's see that. And then do you have a runner? Yeah. And we'll put him after this.
This matchup, Pueblo Bandits versus Crazy Horse.
Okay. Thank you, bro. And then if you can fill this out.
Sean takes a whiff at that changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
We're almost ESPN now, man. I know. That's awesome, though. Yeah, it is. Better.
Stanley walking, brings it in. Wolfie taking off the third base glove. Draws himself a single. Tiger Cotier just couldn't get enough of that ball. Now we have Dave Ramirez coming in for Nestor Nova.
Got it? Yep. Here. Just take that with you. Just fill that out when you get a chance. Give it to us. Okay. Chance. Okay, so 33's name is what?
Dave Ramirez coming in for Nestor Nova, number 33. And a foul ball off the bat as he ducked down. Dave tells you you only see that in cartoons, and forgot to bring the bat with him as he dropped down.
Almost a bunt.
That could have, if it went fair. One ball, 2 strikes on Dave Ramirez. That's laced down the first baseline. Wolfie makes it to third. Dave slides into second, safe. So a double for Dave Ramirez.
Jay's looking at him like, do you need a runner? So 22
We got
13.
Kalis Mack.
Kylis Mack for 13.
So Kylis Mack in for Alex Del Valle. What's up, Tony? Got Wolfie on third, Dave Ramirez on second. Takes that first pitch for a ball. Ball comes in, catches that outside corner, evens the count to 1 ball, 1 strike for Kylis Mack. Nice stop by the catcher, Louis Wilson. Kalis, I hear in the crowd. Mispronounce that name as he swings. Strike number 2. Kalis Mack. Ball gets away from the catcher. Wolfie voices to the dugout. Maybe 5 years ago I'd do that. Full count for Kalis Mack. Kalis is able to foul that off to stay in this at-bat. Ball outside as Kalis draws a walk, loading up the bases. For Yoel Damata. Bases loaded. Bottom half of the second inning. Pueblo Bandits have a commanding 14-run lead. Leading Crazy Horse 14-0. Got 2 outs for Yoel.
Next game.
Two balls, 1 strike on Damata. Lays off of that one. 3-1. I'd like to take a moment to recognize some sponsors. Alpine Bank, Caldwell Banker with Gil Baca, the Arriaga family, Waste Management of Pueblo, Colorado, and Angelus Chapel and Mortuary. Thank you to those sponsors who help keep this tournament alive. 3-2 pitch. Takes that one off the backstop. Drawing a walk. Brings up the first baseman, Edgar Prischker. Edgar has a walk and got on an error. Also had a double. So I was looking at the wrong line here. Edgar, walk on an error. Takes strike. Lays off that one. 1 ball, 1 strike on Prischker. It's fouled to the left side, landing foul. .5 minutes left in this ball game. In the bottom of the second inning. Bandits have not so much hitting, having so many hits, it's just drawing so many walks. At times like this where we got bases loaded and there's no room. We have had a home run by Mario Ducey. catcher's glove. Full count for Prischker. And that one's low and away as he draws a walk. Brings up Isaac Nanez, designated player for this game. Ground ball, the second baseman unable to make the play. Advancing runners and scoring one. We have Mario Ducey, third baseman, up again here. Has a home run and a double off the fence. Lays off for ball one. Mario takes a swing and it fouls it off on the left side. Ooh. By the face of Mario Ducey. That was close. Never want to see something like that. Oh. Runner interferences. Designated runner gets hit as he runs the second for out number 3. We'll take a quick break. The top of the third coming up.
1 for 31.
We're back here in Pueblo, Colorado at the 22nd annual Joe Santos Memorial Fastball Tournament. Here in the top of the third inning with the catcher, Louis Wilson, up to bat. New pitcher into the game for the Bandits. That's Humberto Valdez. Del Valle, the catcher, re-enters the game as he had Wolfie Vanderwall pinch hit for him. Taken for ball two. That's balls fouled off. Brings the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. That ball comes in high. Full count. Louis Wilson, the catcher. Gets him swinging for out number 1. So Valdez takes off from where Moreno left off with a strikeout. Moreno finishes after 2 innings with 5 strikeouts, no hits. Valdez fires one to Wayne Courtier for strike 1. Ball comes in at 68 miles per hour. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bandits lead 17-0 over Crazy Horse. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Wayne Courtier. Looks like we're getting a few more sprinkles. It's a ground ball. Gets by the second baseman. Crazy Horse's first base runner of the game. And we're looking at switching out balls. These balls get a little damp when they hit the outfield grass. It is a little damp out there. This brings up the 9th batter, Mr. Courtier.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ball catches the outside corner for strike 1. 71 miles per hour. That ball's fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes. Mr. Courtier. 2.5 minutes ball game.
On the third base sign, right, and then past the dugout entrance, right, and then
Okay.
and this lady's writing it out now.
All right. This will be done.
Swing and a miss. Strike number 3 for out number 2.
Strikeouts. That other team got more hits than more home runs than they got hits. Three inning run rule.
Caleb Bravo up to bat, the leadoff hitter. Catches him swinging for out number 3. And that's the ball game. Final score 17-0. The Pueblo Bandits over Crazy Horse. Total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts combined for Pueblo Bandits on 17 runs. A home run by Mario Ducey. Overall, very good game.